I was just hitting the go live button and I'd be like, Brandy's not here yet. Let me go call her or something. And then you popped in.
Yeah, my internet was taking forever to let me connect. I'm like, what the heck?
Wow,
What the heck?
I see.
Hey, Mindy,
Yes.
Mindy, you want
Thank
to
you.
see something really cute before we get started?
Oh, what? The puppy?
Yeah, you want to see a puppy?
Oh. Real quick, show us the puppy.
Nanny, the puppy!
Oh.
Annie! He was supposed to give me the puppy.
Okay, well, guess not.
Uh-huh.
I guess not.
I guess not.
Puppy's off with its owner.
Oh,
What happened?
the puppy?
I didn't hear you say anything.
Y'all heard me scream, right? Nanny,
I heard
the
you.
You
puppy!
know I'm parts like that.
I heard
Look at this baby.
There you go.
Look at this baby.
you. It's a puppy. It is a
Yeah,
puppy.
Dotson. Look at.
Well,
No, Peanut. Peanut, say hey.
Hold on. Let me go grab here for now.
Oh,
Not me.
see, he looks more like y'all's Dotsons than my old Dotson looked like.
yeah.
The Tiny also was a mutt.
Because this one's got full-blooded parents. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mine are full-blooded dachshunds.
You know where you're about to go, right?
Because Dad is
A miniature.
full-blooded miniature brindle. I know Mom is full-blooded black and tan, but I can't remember if she's miniature black and tan.
I got you.
Although that would make it a little awkward if she was not a miniature and he was. How did he get up there and do?
Oh, I can tell you. I can tell you how that happens.
If one's miniature and the other one's not, like, how does he get up there?
Oh, that's a story for another day. But we had that happen when I was a kid. It doesn't.
Oh,
A lot of hard work.
Yeah. They had a
it can
little.
happen. Okay,
I didn't do it this time. I told you.
stop. He has this thing for hair.
Oh, all right. All righty.
All right, thank you, buddy. So we can do our discussion.
I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hi, Karen and Catherine and Sherry and Jennifer and Marion and Lynn. And I think that's it. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. All right. So, what do you think, Miss Brandy? What do you think?
It definitely ratcheted up this time.
You know, I'm trying to remember.
I have a feeling you're fixing to go. Not really. I had to turn away a couple of times when I was like, oh, and I had to go back to reading. And
I'm trying to remember. It's been several days since I finished it, which is probably not a good thing. I should probably read this closer to our book live, but I finished it several days ago, and then I started reading my other book. Yeah. Okay, so I got to remind myself they're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend now for real.
Yes, when he took her, he took her.
Took her.
He took her. He took her.
He took
her.
Oh goodness.
She let him take her.
Well, yeah.
That part was woo. I did. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm still gonna say this. I'm still gonna say this. There's not the description that some other books, like currently, I will tell you. Okay. My other book that I'm listening to on Alexa, okay, I was having Alexa read that book to me this morning, and
Mm-hmm.
I was alone in the kitchen eating my breakfast, taking my vitamins. Dale was doing whatever outside. And he came back in and I was like, Alexa, stop. Because I was like, okay,
You're gonna get Dale excited.
yeah, we don't need to hear all of that right now when you're doing whatever you're trying to do there. Because I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
all of those words, Brandy, that you keep talking about that pop up, them certain ones. Oh, they were all there.
They had the C word in there.
The C word. Which C word? There's a male C word and a female C word. Which one?
The male C word was in
You
there.
mean the other name for a rooster?
Yes, that was in there, and 'cause she saw it, and that got her even more excited. And I mean, they did more description than what I'm used to description. So I'm just used to, he took her, and
He took her.
then we talk about the day after.
He had his way with her. And that's it.
Yes, it was. She batted her eye. I batted my eyes at him. And we just couldn't contain ourselves no more. So we went to the bedroom. He looked at me suggestively, and we went in the bedroom. And then that was, we know what happened then.
And that's the end
And
of
so
what you're. That's called a closed
that's usually
door, kind of situation. We don't close the doors in these books. We don't close the doors. No. Hello, Karen and Sue and Emma. Hi. Yeah, we don't do that closed
Hey
door.
guys.
We want to be right there in the bedroom with them, seeing what's happening. And
Well, he bit her. Yep. And
yes,
so
I love that, Jennifer.
For me, it described it.
Jennifer's like, it was bigger than she remembered from the previous time. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. They're
I'm thinking that the previous time they were teenagers, right? Like 15, 16 or something.
I don't know.
The first time.
I don't know how.
All I know is that I don't think she was paying close enough attention during that time, and it freaked her out. So this time she was looking. And I told you I knew that he wanted her to want him to want her.
Oh yeah.
And so, but like I never realized that. Like her addiction is like super, like she's just like, I'm like,
I know it's bad, right? I mean, Sherry, I know who the tutor is. I kind of read the next little part of the next chapter, so I know that part.
Yeah, that one right there. It left me off. You don't even know who I am, and I'm going, well, who the heck is
I
this
know,
dude?
I know who it is. I know who it is. That was interesting, though. It's just
sneak ahead.
Well, it's in the next paragraph on the next page. It was kind of hard to not
You snuck ahead.
See it. Well, it's
no, it was not hard. I didn't turn the page.
Okay. Well,
it wasn't hard. I didn't turn the page.
Okay, whatever. I know. I read the first paragraph. That's as far as I went.
I think Mindy had that little mystery and then just couldn't stand, but a quick little, I'll just look at the first paragraph, Pete.
That's right.
To see if they mention.
See what the next paragraph is about. Yeah. And it was just right there.
No candy for Mindy.
That's okay. I
No
don't
candy
I don't need any candy. I need no candy. I'm good. But yeah, I think it's very interesting that the tutor is such a straight shooter. He is not interested in her. He is not. I mean, he took her running around looking for Lo. I mean, he's just like Mr. Helpful. Although he keeps like pissing her off because he keeps like being rude.
I know he makes these little rude little digs,
saying rude things.
But at the same time, when the frat boy dude was like, "Oh, you are tutoring her," and he's like, "Oh, no, it was an actual tutoring her." Like, God.
Right.
You little but. I mean, like, so he, and she's just like, whoa.
Okay.
But yeah, like he goes from moments of just being like, I don't even, well, Low caught him out on it and be like, dude, do you even realize what you're saying, or do you just not care? I don't care. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't care.
And I mean, what was his deal that night of the party when they were looking for him? What was his deal? Why was he so trashed that night and just so like gone for the whole evening?
Because he contacted his
Oh,
mom, his
that's
biological
right. He talked
mom,
to his mom.
and she told him
That's
to
right.
never
Never
call
talk to
her
him again.
again.
Ah, that's right. Yep, that's why. He couldn't handle that, so he just tied one on for the whole night. Just
It's like, I need to get oblivious. I mean, like, granted, he's the one that did it. And, it's what, but, it's one of those that you think, maybe, it's my mother, maybe she'll want to have, so it's like you have that curiosity, you hope maybe, but boy, no, she was a little
she's like,
B
nope,
word.
nope, don't want nothing to do with you. No,
Yep.
that's gotta be a blow, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's got to be tough. I mean, she came in. I mean, he said, she was a gold digger. She came in, she had a son, got a lot of Lauren's dad's money, and said, "All right, here you go. Here's the kid. Bye. Got what I wanted."
yeah.
And it was like Lauren was just a necessity to get to what she wanted. And now that she got it, she's like, "Here you go," because I don't care about that. Here you go.
It was very interesting when they got called to the yacht, to the ship, and I mean, he's just trashed. He's still just like, I can't do this. He's hung over. She's got to practically pick him up and carry him, and he's just like, whatever. But they get there anyhow, and she instantly starts thinking about the waiter that's on the yacht. She was
Oh, I know.
she was trying not to, but you know.
She really was. She was,
hmm
but it's that that kind of just, because if I'm correct, that's what pretty much
Oh,
helped her.
that pissed Low off. He was like, he knew what that guy was. He knew what was going to happen right there on that boat with him there. He knew what was going to happen, and that's when he was down in the cabin and he was like, "Listen, no, this isn't
He's
what
like,
I'm."
I kept doing all of those. I knew I was touching you a little too long. I knew, but I kept hoping
Yeah,
that you were going to just finally turn to me and say, "I need you."
yeah. Can you
And
can
she's
you
just like,
just yeah.
you want me to, you wanted, and he's like, I sure as
Yeah,
heck did. I got you all excited. Basically, I got you all excited, and then I had to listen to you give them the reward for me, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
doing that for you.
And
And I
see,
was like,
here's
how
the
she
thing.
didn't see it before.
I know, but here's the thing, and it happens in romances all the time. All the time. It's like, are people that oblivious really? And they don't just speak up and say anything? I mean, because everybody's sitting there, what are they doing? Protecting themselves? Like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to think the wrong thing. I don't want him to get the wrong idea if he doesn't have the same idea. And I mean, seriously, if you just come right out and say, hey, baby, I think you're
Well,
hot
yeah,
and I think we should get it together and do it and, whatever. Don't people do that? I don't know.
no, in reality, that really does
I
happen, because if you've ever had someone who was your best friend, that is a male, and you start to like them in a way that's not a friendly way, that has to go through your head of,
See,
actually, and I know it goes through your head because it went through mine, that if you do this, if you broach that topic, then you're going to change the relationship at that point, because whether they say yes or whether they say no, the relationship's going to change. That friendship that you had will be gone.
see, that's hard for me to get a handle on because I've never been in that situation. First of all, I've never had a male best friend ever. So I've never had that even happen in my life, let alone a male best friend that I started to have feelings for, you know? So
See, I hung out with males more than I did females. So I actually, in junior high school, my best friend, his name was Joe. I'll never forget Joe. He was funny. There's even a picture of us laughing in my yearbook. Now, you can't see that I'm choking him. You just see us really close together heads, because they took the picture and they cropped it right here so you couldn't see me strangling him, like playfully, but still strangling him. And one of his other male friends could not go to a water park, water adventure park that was like in the next state over. And so he asked me if I wanted to go. And I'm like, yeah. And we're like literally in the back of the truck and we're talking and everything. We get to the park, and this was before my allergies were like really bad. And we were in the lazy river. And I don't know what happened, but he just he scooped me up in his arms and he started talking about, if we ever had kids. And I just looked at him like, what? And then he like bends down and kissed me. And I had already started kind of feeling that way about him. And then like he thought about it better the next day. And then he said, well, we're moving. And I never spoke to Joe again. I mean, that was it.
Moving? Oh, well, bye.
I'm like, well, I was just like, well, shoot. I mean, because you can't go back to that chummy, used to talk about, guys that I liked, girls that he liked. You can't go back to that dynamic, because even if one of us would have said to the other, I like you, like more than just as a friend, if you feel that way, then, it kind of goes in that romantic direction, which is what it was a wonderful day. And then, but if one of you's like, no, see, I only think of you like a sibling, then it goes real awkward. And, I've only had where like a guy asked me out. Now I've had the reverse happen. I've had a guy ask me out, went on a date. We're on the date after the movie, and we both look each other at the exact same time and went, can we just be friends? And then we turned into like some of best friends. And my other best friend, Joe, in high school, him and I always looked at him like a brother. So I never had to worry about that.
Yeah, I never had that kind of relationship with guys. I didn't. I never had friends that were, males really. Jennifer married her brother's best friend. That must have been interesting. Hey, brother, guess what?
Oh, wow.
You like your best friend.
Well, I'm telling you missed out on having male best friends because, I don't know. Like I said, I grew up, and from the time I grew up, I only ever had 3, because I don't count one of them, little witch with a B. I only had 3 close female friends growing up. All the rest of the time, they were all guys.
No.
And so, I mean,
there was one guy that was part of our group, but he was gay. So he was, he was.
Well,
that didn't really
It's not quite the same as
No,
a straight guy.
no, no, no. Yeah.
But now I will tell you, as you get, it's a lot different when you're younger and you have male friends because they're just playmates. And I was a big tomboy,
Well,
so
yeah.
I
I
preferred
mean,
to
yeah.
hang
When
out
I
with
was
guys anyway.
a kid,
But
at our other house, there was a bunch. We were all just friends at that point. There was, we were just boys and
yeah,
girls.
but when I got into high school, my male best friend, now those became like they become very protective. So, like, anybody you're dating, it's almost like I had brothers because anybody you're dating, like this guy, they're gonna give him crap and they're gonna like be like, if you hurt her, I'm going to track you down and hunt you.
My other book that I'm reading is that exact story. There's a family of brothers, and they live next to her, and they've always just been the boys, that they were just friends and family, and now the two of them, her and the one boy, they're like, no, I've never really looked at you like a brother or sister kind of thing, and now the rest of the brothers in the family, they're kind of like, what, you're gonna, what, you want to date her? Wait, she's like our sister. And he's like, no, she's not like our sister. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Jennifer, I bet you anything your brother was like, you want to do what? Excuse me. You're supposed to be my friend. Have you lost that's my sister. Like, I know that conversation, it's like, no, no, sir. Now, I only because one of my close female friends that I had, she had nothing but 5 brothers. God almighty. And I was like, hey, so you like so-and-so, you're going to go out? She's like, I'd love to, but the guy, he's friends with my brother, like they're best friends, and we don't know how to tell him because they're going to kill him.
Because they're
Like,
gonna
they're
kill him.
friends. They're not going to kill him. He's like, oh, no, you don't. And their friendship ended that day.
Oh, wow.
They chased that boy off
Oh,
because they were like, this whole time you came over and, slept here at the house, and this whole time you were oogling my sister? Really? Really? It was not a good thing.
oh boy. Well, yeah, I've never had that happen either. Never had that happen either. I don't know.
I didn't grow up with brothers like that. I just got to watch it.
Jennifer, he was hot. What can I say? Well, yeah, it was your brother's fault. It was your brother's fault. He should not have been friends with a
Your
hot.
brother brought him into the
That's right.
equation. He
That's
should have
right.
just expected
Yep.
if you have a hot friend,
Yep. Something's
sister
gonna
might
happen.
like.
Yep. He should have known better. That's funny. Oh, Catherine
Oh,
did
wow.
too.
Catherine married her brother's best friend.
We got a lot of brothers' best friend stories going on here. Wow.
Yeah,
No,
see, look, they know all about that one. They said, Mindy, you might not have been in that realm. We have.
nope. Nope, not I. Never dated anybody's best friend or my best friend or nope, none of that.
Well, technically, you did date somebody's best friend. I mean, I'm pretty sure any guy that you dated had a best
Well,
friend,
you know what I mean. Not
unless they were
my best
loners.
friend, not my best friend, not anybody in my family.
Their best friend was not anybody that you knew.
Right, exactly. Well, that's not necessarily true. Like I did know Dale's best
They
friend.
just weren't family.
Yeah.
You didn't know Dale's best friend?
No, I did. Yeah, I did know Dale's best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all went to school together
Now,
in high school. How could I not know?
the one that gets really awkward is when you date your ex's best friend.
Never done that either.
That one gets a little awkward.
Never done that either. I haven't dated that many people. I don't have that. I don't have that. Maybe that's why I lived through the romance novels, because my life was just kind of
Maybe
boring.
that's why I don't.
My life was
I
just
dated a lot.
kind of boring. I had a handful of boyfriends, and that was about it.
Lord no. Now, granted, I don't count them as anything serious because when I was, I've only had, 3 technically serious relationships. But as far as just going and having fun, just like kissing and making out kind of stuff. Oh God, yeah, we'd go away on a beach weekend. I always met some guy and somehow ended up kissing him.
Oh,
So,
met a
yeah.
guy and you're kissing. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah. Well,
Well,
technically they kissed me.
well,
Technically they kissed me.
wow, Brandy. Now we know. Now we know. Now we
Like I
get.
said, we just kissed.
Okay.
We
All
just
right.
kissed.
Yeah. Okay. All
But I
right.
had a lot of boyfriends. And sometimes multiple boyfriends at the same time.
Oh Jesus.
That got me in trouble. Yeah.
No. I, I'll just stay here in my little lane. I didn't have much going on. I was shy and quiet and just yeah.
I was not shy or quiet unless they asked me to say certain words, and then I just couldn't do it. And then I was made fun of. But
Say certain words like C words and even when you were
like
younger.
it,
Even
it
when you were younger, huh?
oh God, even when I was younger with my first guy, he was like, I want you to talk dirty to me. I thought I could. I was like, but I couldn't. And like I'm sitting there struggling. He's like, they're just words. I'm like, I don't I
Is
was
it
trying. And
is it
the one
hard?
time I managed to get the words out, he goes, my God, it's like you're what is wrong? I'm like, he goes, you can do all kinds of things. You just don't like to say stuff. That's right. That's about it. Yeah. Can't say it.
You probably don't make any noise either, do you?
Oh, I won't say that.
Oh. Okay, I had to ask. I mean,
I've actually had letters when you see that when you live someplace that there's other people around. I've had please stop it letters. But when you
what?
have kids, you have to learn how to.
You've had what? Please
I've
stop.
please stop. You're
You're making
disturbing
too
our
much
sleep.
noise. What scenario does that happen where you get a letter from somebody?
When you live in a duplex right off the military base, and I guess the walls are kind of thin, and I go out because I heard a knock on the door. I go to the door, there's nobody there, and I look on the door, and there's a note tacked to it.
Can you please be quiet? You're disturbing us.
When they went into detail in the letter, so I knew exactly what I was disturbing them on.
I never would have guessed. Never ever would have guessed that.
And then I started thinking, oh God, because all the Navy guys are sleeping here. I mean, so many that I had to like step over people just to go to the bathroom because nobody wanted to stay on the ship. And there I was like, oh my God. I said, has this been bothering you? They're like, no, we know y'all are having fun. I thought, go for it. Woo.
Oh boy.
Needless to say, they just said I don't ever want to look around when I come outside to go to the bathroom late at night. I better just shield my eyes and then just head on to
Oh,
the
okay.
bathroom. So
All right. Now we know. Now we know.
now
Brandy
you know why I don't read them.
Oh boy. Yeah. And maybe I was just so uh ordinary and nothing too exciting that I got to get my excitement somehow. um,
I
anyhow,
have all kinds of.
we're gonna read through chapter 26 this time.
I've had to learn how to sense control myself. That's why Wayne's so happy when the kids weren't here, and then now he's like, "Dad, and I'm like,
I,
it's just got to go. You change."
Well, I hope we get some
when you
C
have
words. I hope
kids.
we get some C words in this section.
Are you wanting the other C word versus the one they said?
I would take all the C words. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
So Mindy's wanting a little bit more description
Yeah. Yeah.
of what he's doing to her. So thank you,
Yep.
Sherry. Read through chapter 26.
Mhm.
Although, Mindy, I keep going back to these lives. I don't know what's happening, but the live chat is not available to view anymore on any of these book lives.
I don't know. I think Saban told me that on our live on Saturday too, that she couldn't read the chat because she wanted to
Yeah,
read
because
the comments and stuff.
yeah, I want it to go back because usually I go look for Sherry's comment.
I don't understand why.
And there is no option for live chat. So somehow there is something that you have clicked off
I have not.
because it's only happening on the videos where you are StreamYarding.
I haven't done anything in StreamYard. I've done nothing. I don't understand that.
Because StreamYard changed a little bit on how it, when you go in, I think it's under advanced settings.
I don't ever go into that.
I know, but you have to go into it. And I think click I think it's like allow chat or something like that. I don't know. I just know that
Jennifer. It is a little light on the spice. You can still see it, Joe said. You go to the comments and toggle over. So you do what?
Oh, is that where it is? Okay,
Joe
so when
said,
I'm at comments, so there's not like the little button.
Swipe left. Hang on. I'm going to go find one because I've done nothing different than I have ever done. Nothing.
Because I'm like, where the heck is that? There used to be this little thing at the top, with all the subscribe and all that stuff that said like, live chat. And you could click on it and you could watch the chat as you're rewatching the video. And I'm like, it's not there.
Yeah, I've done
Hi, Joe.
nothing different. Go into where you make a comment. Yeah. That's what I just did. Joe's right. So here's what it looked like on my phone, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And you see Catherine right there? Catherine
Yeah.
catching the replay. Go right there. Just click right there. And the chat pops up.
Oh, no, those are just comments.
No, you're right. That was comments. Hang on.
He said swipe right.
See what others said about this video while it was live. I did that. That came up. See what others had to say about this video as it was live. And then, there it is. There it is. It's not me.
Oh.
It's not me. It's nothing I've done. I think it's just
it's
how you have to
YouTube that has changed their.
Yeah, it's just how you have to get into the live chat. But I think Saban said that it happened on the live on Saturday too. So let me check that one. I'm going to go back and check. Let me see. On Saturday, when we went live together.
Well, if it's changed all over YouTube, then I guess it's happening to everybody.
It has. So, like, here's my video with Saban. See, watching on replay. There's no chat here, but I go and I swipe, like Joe said, swipe left, and this comes up. See what others said about this video while it was live, and then I just hit this box here. And the chat comes up. We might have to explain that to people. And there's the chat.
Because I didn't know that was what I'm just like, well, dadgum, because I can't always make people's lives, and I kind of want to go back and, I am one of the few people that will go and watch replay, but I still like to read the chat as it's happening because I kind of like, because, sometimes people are
happening there,
they're commenting to people, but they're not So they're just responding, and I'm like, oh, what'd they say? What'd they
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Like I'll say
And
something
I can't
to
follow
somebody, but you
along.
don't know why I said that. Yeah. So that is how you get
Right. I'm
to
like,
it. So when you go to the video,
okay.
well, let's see something. I'm going to check yours now. Let's check yours. Let's go to yours. Let's see.
Because I do mine through YouTube and not StreamYard.
Let's see if it does the same thing. Let's find out.
Yep.
Let's
Let's
find
find
out.
out.
Here's Brandy's live. Same thing. Exactly the same thing. See?
Same thing. Okay.
There it is.
I guess they wanted to add other buttons up at the top, so
So
they said,
then
all right.
you swipe it left, see what others said about this video while it was live, and then click on the little thing there, and the chat pops up. Oh, maybe. There it is. There. So it's the same. It doesn't matter if it was YouTube or StreamYard, either one. It's a YouTube uploaded thing, I'm sure. Right? Doesn't matter.
As a YouTube update.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because, okay, here's the other thing. Like, I've had a problem when I'm not using StreamYard, and I've gone to do my live when I put my phone on my tripod to show my canvas and whatnot, and it keeps turning on me. So that's another YouTube thing, and I don't know how to fix that one yet.
I could tell you, okay, because the default setting is to go vertical.
So how do you
Default
find
live setting is vertical.
How do you find the
under advanced settings? You have to actually do the advanced settings. You have to hit advanced settings because that's where you enable monetization, and right up underneath there it says
hang on.
film and
I'm going to go live. Let's see. Go live. Go into my advanced settings. Allow chat. Well, I'll be a son of a biscuit.
As if you don't make it
Allow
where you film, because
enable your
vertical is suggested
and pick horizontal.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now look at all the things we've just learned tonight. It has nothing to do with sex or, spicy books. But we got it. We got it. Now I can tell Saban how to find the chat. I mean, I might have to just put that in a video, or I already did my whip and check.
The next time I go live, I may have to say that somewhere in the live. Be like, hey, any of you guys are watching in replay, if you can't find the chat, here's how you find it.
Yep, I know. How did you learn that, Joe? Just by playing around, probably, right?
Yeah, I want to know, Joe, how did you figure that out?
I don't know. But thank you for the help. Joe helped. You helped.
Yes, thank you, Joe. I would have been sitting here forever thinking that Mindy did something.
Nope.
And never would have known that mine was too.
Yep.
Joe, you got to tell us, how did you learn that? Oh, by accident. He learned it by accident.
There you go.
Were you trying to make a comment on the live and it you swiped it by accident?
So now we know. All right. So now you should be able to go in and find the chat, and you can find that you're supposed to read to page what? Or through chapter what?
Through chapter 29, not 30?
No.
What? No, hold on. I'm going back up. Read through chapter 26.
Yes.
Thank you, Brandy. 26. Read through chapter 26. Thank you, Sherry.
Not 27.
So read 26. Don't read 27.
Right. I'm still trying to find something really hot and sexy in here, and I can't. I mean, besides, I want to undo his pants. That's not sexy.
Well, I think it was the C word that I had glimpsed last week, and I was like, oh my God, they're really going to go into that. Because I wasn't. I'm like, they go, they calling it some names.
I don't know. There's not. Here's a little tiny scene, but there's not much. Okay, here's a thrust.
Well, they did, and it said a couple of times.
A thrust and wet and quaking and desire and okay. It's still not. It's still not what I would call a 5 chili pepper hot thing.
Now, according to Sean, it's a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah.
At this point, I don't know that Mindy's going to even say it's a 3 chili out of 5.
I don't know. We'll see what happens in this little section. We got some quaking and some wetness, so maybe, maybe
Well,
we'll get
Lynn read the whole book. Lynn, does it get
Lynn.
more
What's Lynn
spicy?
say?
What's the overall spice level of the book as it's finished?
Oh goodness. So I'm
Because
telling
it
you
got
what.
spicy for me,
I'm
but
telling you what. The one that I was listening to on Alexa this morning was more spice in one small little page than. Whew. Yeah, they
see,
were.
Mindy's like, if I leave it talking, when Dale comes in, you may have to go do some say.
No, I just didn't want to interrupt his day. Oh goodness. All righty. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Now that y'all know how to find chat, if you watch the replay, you know how to schedule a live so that your camera faces the right way in case you ever want to do that. What else? What else? I don't know. We've learned a lot about Brandy. I'll tell you that. Well, what in the world is Blackwood Dagger Brothers? Lynn,
It was supposedly, I'm assuming, a spicy book.
what is that? Now you got me going to Amazon. Is that what it's
I'm telling
called?
you, Lynn says that one's hot.
Blackwood. Is it one that you put your headphones on when you listen to, Lynn, because your husband doesn't want to hear it? Blackwood Dagger Brothers.
Is it because they're saying all kinds of nasty stuff?
I don't know. Let's see.
Are they like Janet Jackson? I mean, nasty.
Well, I don't know. That didn't come up.
So good, yes. That's what she says. So good. Thank you, Lynn. I love you.
Blackwood Dagger Brothers didn't come up. What else is it called?
Well, maybe. Oh, you wouldn't like it. Something about vampires. Bourbon Kings is more your style. Oh, I may have to look up Blackwood Dagger Brothers. It's vampires. It's vampires. I like vampires.
Oh.
But if it's not on Amazon, where the heck do you find it?
I want Bourbon Kings, huh?
That's what Jennifer said. Bourbon Kings.
Is this all by the same author? Both of those?
I'm assuming they must be.
J.R. Ward. Are they all J.R. Ward?
Wait, I've heard of J.R. Ward.
Well, yeah, of course. It's extra spicy. Oh. Is that like more than 5 peppers hot? More than 5?
Oh, it's extra spicy, but with vampires. Ooh.
Extra spicy with vampires.
See, that one's a tough one.
I might have to try one of those. I don't like all the vampire stuff. I might have to try one of the bourbon ones. How many bourbons we got?
I can't believe you don't find vampire sexy.
No. I mean,
that's their whole thing. Like literally, they are sex appeal. Like dark, mysterious, dangerous. They've got the trifecta.
Why?
And can offer you.
Why? They want to bite you in your neck and turn you into a vampire.
So that you can live eternally with them. Like, seriously, they are not afraid of commitment. If they turn you, life, baby.
No.
Immortality.
Sexy fighting vampires. Okay. No. I might try the bourbon guys. I think there's only like 3 of those books.
Bourbon guy sounds like it's a Mardi Gras thing.
I think they run a bourbon company, don't they? Are they hot too, Jennifer? Oh,
I'm assuming if it's by the same.
all the peppers there. She got all the peppers for the vampires. I don't
Dressed
know.
in black leather. Ooh.
Vampires they've never done anything for me. Never.
They're the ultimate bad boys. Let's just say, growing up, one of my favorite movies was Lost Boys.
I don't even know that.
An Interview with a Vampire.
I don't know that.
Brad Pitt and
I don't know any of those. I don't know any
Mhm.
of those. Nope. And that's why I got about this far with you know, the big one, the big series with the vampires, the you know.
Oh, Twilight.
Yeah, that one.
The Twilight books were good, with the exception of, God bless her. I understand she was trying to bring something different to vampiredom, but turning them into sparkly, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You just took the dark, mysterious and turned it into a disco ball. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. See, that, no, ma'am. That's just, you don't do that. You do not turn vampires sparkly. They're
I
supposed
don't
to
know.
be in the dark night, eyes aglow.
I don't like nighttime. I don't like nighttime. Things that go bump in the night. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Uh, then again, you probably also don't like horror movies. I love horror movies.
This is true.
I love horror movies, true crime. In fact, I watch
Nope.
true crime before I go to bed.
Nope.
I want to have a
Nope.
career in it. So yeah, I live on the dark side.
I don't. I'm love and light eternal and
See, that's why that Kara and I, when we talk about the show Wednesday, she's Enid and I'm Wednesday.
I'm
I may
such
be blonde
I
headed,
am
but I'm
such the
Wednesday.
I am such the good girl that doesn't, you know, I'm no. No.
I'm the one that looks like a good girl, but
We clearly we have just been informed of that. Yes, we understand. Uh-huh. Yep. Woo, okay. We get it. No. All right. Okay. On that note, we'll let Brandy go think about her life's choices. And I've never gotten a note on my door asking me to be quiet. I'll tell you that. But you know,
yeah.
I guess that's why I live in the country, though. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why we live in the country now too.
There you
But
go.
you know, when you got kids here, they'll complain to you. So
Well, we ain't got none of them. So,
well, you did. Well, you had that when Josh was living there.
yeah. Well, you know, it's all right.
You're probably quiet too.
Hmm.
No, see, Mindy just said,
Hmm.
would Dale have something different to say about that?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he would. He'd
Do
be
you
like,
have trouble saying all the words?
"I've been schooled. I've been taught."
See, Mindy's not as innocent as she may be a good girl, but she's had some experiences.
Oh,
She's been schooled, y'all.
yeah. Textbook, you know, it's textbook training, you know. Anyhow, all righty. Okay, I'm gonna go and see what we're doing for dinner.
Yeah, I ate right not before I took a nap, and I still have some of my pizza left, but I'm gonna diamond paint because today was my last off day, so now I got to go back to
your last
school.
off day. Oh, you've been off work.
Yeah, yesterday and today was our mini fall break,
Mini break.
and it's over after today. So
We never got those. We never got that little mini fall break. We didn't get one of them.
it's just a little taste. They tantalize and tease you, and then it's gone.
It was called Thanksgiving. That was our only break.
Yeah, we'll get that one too, but
Yeah, we didn't get
this
anything.
this this is the let's give you a tiny little break before Thanksgiving hits. Let's give you something in October to just
But it's the end of your
little
marking period.
breather.
It's the end of your marking period, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friday before I left, I had to have all my grades in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, about this time of the year, we'd be doing all these conferences and crap and staying late at night trying to do conferences with everybody and stuff. Working
Mm.
in extra hours, extra time on our time, on our time. Yeah.
Well, I worked extra hours getting my grades in, but
Mm.
I didn't have. I already had my conferences, and that, but
Lots and
that's
lots,
only.
lots and lots of testing before those conferences. That's what.
Oh God,
Oh yeah, that's
we just
about what
have different
time it
types
is.
of testing.
I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue working on my practically. I only have a little bit more to go.
Nice. I literally have, you guys will be proud of me. I'm going to finish this puppy and I'm going to finish my other canvas for the month because I literally have this much, this much.
That's it. That's
That's it.
it. That's not much.
That's it. Nope. We're winding down here.
And that's your chuck, right?
I'm going to finish those up. That is my chuck. It is so dang pretty. It is so gorgeous. I about pulled my light pad right off this table.
Oh, speaking of light pad, I now have a new one.
You what?
I have a new one now because the dog chewed through my cord of my old one.
Oh,
But I will
Lord.
tell you, this one has this where you can lock the light on, and then when you want to turn it off, you unlock it. So there's
Why?
no
Why'd the dog
accidental
eat?
once
Why'd
you
the
lock it.
dog eat the cord?
Because I forgot that the cord was down there and gave him his chew toy and didn't realize that sharp doggy
Oh, this
teeth
is
could
the
chew
puppy.
through cord.
This is the puppy. Oh, well, gotcha.
So my crafty event light pad went, and I tried to fix it and couldn't fix it. So I just had to go and purchase a different light pad. But I like this one. It's really nice. It's nice. Has a
I like
lock
this one
button, so I
too.
like.
I like this one too. This one's big. This one's an A2. It's big. I like it. It's my art
Now
dog.
I could have gotten. I stuck with my A3. Stuck with my A3. I like it though. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Right, Joe? Didn't get electrocuted. Me.
I'm surprised the dog didn't get electrocuted either because I didn't even know what had happened until I was like, why is my light pad not turning on? What the heck? And then I pulled the cord and it came straight up in my hand and I went, oh,
Oh, well, that'd be why.
well,
Maybe.
that would explain why my light pad's not coming on. Because either the puppy, no, it had to be the puppy because it was working right before the puppy came in. So,
Well, if it's chewed, something chewed
oh,
it.
it was chewed. It was chewed.
Yeah. My rabbit has chewed my like television stuff downstairs. I have to watch her when she's loose because she's chewed some cords. Yeah. Gotta watch
I don't
them.
know what it is about electrical cords and animals and why they want to
I
chew
don't
on them.
know.
I
They
don't know.
like them. I don't know. All right. Now I gotta go. I will see you.
Yep.
All right. Onward and upward we go. More spicy, more peppers. I need more peppers. Bring on the pepper. All right. Maybe I'll just talk to Brandy if I need more spice and peppers in my life. I don't know.
I won't be able to describe it to you.
God, that's right. Shoot. You do me no good. You're no good. All right.
I could write it down. I just couldn't describe
I
it.
can write it down. I'll write it down for you. You can read it. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll talk to you next
Bye.
time.